I still think about that meeting in England many years ago. I was young, my English was not so good, I didn't know my colleagues so well. Something in the presentation was unclear, and my instinct was to stick up my hand and ask a question. Then a small voice inside my head said, Amund, don't do that. People would think you should have known. This happens all the time in companies. People don't ask questions because they fear it's not smart enough. And how many ideas do companies miss because of that?
Interesting story, Amund.
Yeah.
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 So we are here now to discuss your no limits mindset framework.
Yeah. Yes.
You are a business consultant
Yeah.
and a mindset expert working out of Oslo.
Yes.
And you teach no limits mindset to customers globally.
Yes.
You do keynotes, you do advisory, and you do workshops.
Yes.
Yes. And before we discuss the 7 mental traps, the next trap in your no limits mindset framework.
Yeah.
Remind us, what is no limits mindset?
Yeah. So in the very first video in this series, I kind of explained the models, but the base model is this: people that believe something is achievable, try more.
Yeah.
People that try more, achieve more.
Right.
So this is why mindset is so important. It's the beginning of everything.
Right.
Now, I explain no limits mindset as a method of realizing potential.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have potential in us, right? People, teams, companies.
Right.
And one reason we not always manage to realize potential is that we limit ourselves mentally.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I have identified 7 mental traps that we fall into that makes us limit ourselves.
Yeah.
So when we avoid that, we realize more potential.
Right. And today we are diving into the next mental trap.
Yes.
And you have picked one today. Which one is that?
It's the fear of failure.
The fear of failure.
Yes, which is a big one.
It's a strong one.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So let's go back to the opening. Where that meeting in
London.
England took place.
Yeah.
So I have to admit, I mean, this is a strong, as I said, it's a strong trap, and I've been there. I've been there myself.
Yes, we all have.
Is it very common to be there?
Yes. The fear of failure is such a strong driver in people. So the example I use, like for example, not asking a question in a meeting, is just one small tiny example.
Yeah.
But I had a workshop just a couple of weeks back with an international fund. I mean, these are smart people, right?
Yeah.
One person, when he had his workshop, he told the team a story about himself. He said, sometimes when he has a question, instead of walking over to a colleague and ask the colleague and get the answer in 2 minutes, he's searching the system for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he thinks it's not smart to ask, because he kind of admits he doesn't know things, right? And he doesn't want to lose face, and he thinks like I thought that, people will think he should have known. Mm-hmm. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Yes. Yes.
So what is actually happening here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here is the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes the fear of failure is so strong that we prefer not to try at all to avoid failure.
Right.
The irony is, of course, then we achieve absolutely nothing. I mean, my nephew called me a while ago and he said, Amund, I've seen a dream job posted.
Yeah.
He talked about the dream job, right?
Yeah.
And I said, will you apply? He said, no. I will never get that job.
Right.
Well, now he's sure not to get it. This is not applying. Yeah. But this is what's happening.
Yeah.
We prefer in certain cases not to try at all.
Right.
Which limits progress, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So, I know my Amy Edmondson.
Yes.
But is this about psychological safety?
Well, it's a good question. Yes. Yes, it is. Now, I hope I work for a company and in a culture where it's allowed to ask questions, right?
Yeah.
But this is not only about asking questions. It can be things like walking over to someone and introducing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people don't like to do that either.
No.
It's all kind of things. My experience is this is mainly psychological safety in myself, more than the culture. Could be the culture.
Yeah.
Yes. but it tends to be personal. I don't like the idea of not looking smart enough. And that's holding me back. So it tends to be personal.
Right.
Yeah.
So in your no limits mindset framework, you talk about realizing potential
Yes.
by not limiting yourself.
Yes.
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 How is this trap working there?
Well, so I work for businesses that want to realize potential.
Yeah.
Think about it for a second. If people in every meeting and every discussion do not put an idea forward or do not ask a question because they think it's not smart enough,
Right.
you could almost like calculate how many ideas companies miss because of this.
Yeah.
So in a way, it's a huge one. It's big, right?
Yeah.
So if you can fix this one, you can actually realize a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yes.
So in your opening story, you mentioned the meeting in England,
Yes.
and you didn't. You felt.
Yeah. I didn't ask the question.
No, you did. So what happened?
Yeah. So what happened? I was sitting in the meeting. I had questions. I didn't ask the question. The day I dared to ask the question,
Yeah.
two things happened.
Yeah.
First, after the meeting, the leader came over and they said, Amund, thanks for asking the question. We realize we haven't been clear enough. We haven't explained this well enough.
Yeah.
Then two colleagues came over and they said, thanks for asking the question. We had the same question.
Of course.
Yeah, we didn't want to ask either.
No.
So this is typically what happens. So if you sit there and you don't want to ask, do it, because you not only help yourself, you help others as well.
Yeah. So you are actually maybe answering my next question, but this is how can we fight
Yeah.
the failure or
The
fear of the failure?
fear of failure.
Sorry, yeah.
It's many ways. First of all, I always tell people, dare more.
Yes.
Try to dare more.
Yeah.
Because it's not so dangerous as you think.
Right.
So this is just, a reality check.
Yeah.
You try more.
Yeah.
Because it's usually not dangerous at all.
Right.
So this is one thing. Now I have different tools you can apply as well. So I can talk to you about a couple of tools I use.
Yeah.
Now, but remember also one thing. If I am to create new results,
Yeah.
I need to do new things.
Right.
Yeah. When I do new things, I will fail.
Yeah.
It's a nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just have to learn that if I am to create new results, I have to do new things. Some will work well, some will not work
Right.
well.
Right.
That's just nature.
Yeah.
But here is a couple of tools I use.
Yeah.
First of all, I ask people to reframe the word failure to the word feedback.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like to think that I have training zones. So
Yeah.
I dare to try more. Sometimes I fail.
Yeah.
What I do with that failure is to call it feedback, because that's learning. I treat this as data.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I don't succeed, I treat this as data, and I'll give you a couple of examples.
Okay.
When I do succeed, I give credit to myself.
Right.
Yeah. And if I get a compliment, I say thank you so much. I never sell myself down like some people do. Because some people, when they get a compliment, they say, yeah, but it was nothing.
Right.
Anyone could have done it. Don't say that. Say thank you.
Yeah.
I did a workshop a week ago, and a woman in the audience said, when she goes to a party and someone says, you have a nice dress,
Yeah.
she tends to say, it's very cheap.
Yeah.
And they're all laughing.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Say thank you.
Yeah.
So when you're not succeeding, don't call it failure, call it feedback.
Right.
When you are succeeding, give yourself credit, take credit,
Yeah.
take compliments.
Right.
Now, what I do when I fail
Yeah.
is to analyze the following way. I try to take the feelings out. I never beat myself up.
Right.
I say, what happened? What could I have done better? What will I do different next time?
Right.
So let's say I do a presentation, and I'm going to overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spend too much time, which is kind of a mistake, right?
Right.
I say, what did I do? I spent 10 minutes too long on the presentation. What could I have done better? I could have trained more.
Right.
I could have rehearsed better.
Yeah.
What will I do different next time? Next time, I will go through my presentation, speak it out loud 2 times the day before I'm going to hold it.
Right.
This is dealing with data.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not beating myself up. I'm not saying I was so bad, it's typically me. No. What happened? What could I have done better?
Yeah.
What will I do better next time or differently next time? I'm dealing with data.
With data. Yeah.
And what I'm doing now is to create what I call a learning machine.
Right.
Yes. I dare to try more. When I succeed,
Yeah.
cred, thank you.
Yeah.
When I mess it up, learning.
Right.
And now I learn either way.
Right.
And what this learning is doing is raising the likelihood for success next time. That feeds back to dare to try more.
Right.
So it's become a learning machine.
Right.
This is the way I like to do it, right?
Right.
So it's awareness, but you can also put in some tools.
Okay. So this makes sense. Yes. I think if we all learned not to fear failure,
Yeah.
We would both feel better
Yes,
and do better.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Both as individuals and
Yes.
in a business. No question about it.
Right. So if companies want to learn more or work with you, no limits mindset, how should they contact you?
The simplest way to contact me is on LinkedIn.
Right.
Find me there, send me a message.
Yeah.
Or my website, nolimitsmindset.com.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to have a free 20-minute discovery call with every leader that want to discuss how this could benefit their business.
Yeah.
For speeches and workshops and advisory.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. So it's time to wrap up.
Yeah.
We've talked about a very strong mental trap called
Yeah.
fear of failure.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So if you were to pinpoint one takeaway today, what would that be?
I have so many takeaways.
I know, but pick one.
You know what? I got this interesting advice from a senior person when I was very young. And they said, for example, when you're thinking about doing something and you kind of fear you don't do it, they said, what's the worst thing that could happen?
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good advice.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, if you want to walk over to someone and shake your hand with them and introduce yourself,
Yeah.
and you kind of don't dare to do it, what is the worst thing that could happen? Well, it could be you walk over and say hi, and they walk off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not so bad, is it?
No.
No, you find another one
Right.
to introduce yourself to.
Yeah.
But I'd like to put it this way. Here is my takeaway. Remember always, the cost of one mistake is small. The cost of never trying is everything. Dare to try more.